Hello, I'm Jason Levine. I'm going to answer Anushka T's question. In MS Excel, the logic operator that at least one value must be true for the statement to be true is A, not, B, or, C, and, this looks like an error, or D, XOR. Spoiler alert, the answer is OR, right there. There we go. Okay. So I'm going to jump into Excel and show you why. Okay, here's the question repeated. Now, the important piece is this at least. At least one value must be true, which means more can be true. So we're saying this one we could almost throw out. It can only use one condition, and it's basically like an opposite formula. So not is saying it's one logical formula, and it's saying this number is not equal to this number. We know that's true, but it wouldn't really fall under the at least one value must be true. And it's kind of like opposite. It's a little bit misleading, but I would feel comfortable throwing this out when you see why it's or. But that one's a little bit nuanced there. It's a little tricky. The others are a bit more clear. So or, so you're saying if 20 or is 25 greater than 10, which we know it is, and then a comma. So now we're doing another logical argument. Is 25 greater than 5? Now we know both are true. So let's see what happens. It's true. So at least one value must be true, which it is, but more can be true. You're assuming that's what they mean by at least one value must be true, right? So and is out because both must be true. So it's not just at least one value must be true. That implies that at least one is true, maybe the other is false. So I'll show you how an and formula works. So you would say this, we're going to do something we know is true. 25 is greater than 10, and 5 is greater than 10, which we know to be false, right? So this is going to be false. One is true, the other is false, making that at least one value be true, not passing the logic test. XOR says that only one condition can be true. So you say XOR, now 25 is greater than 10, which we know to be true, and then 25 is greater than 5, which we also know to be true. But with an XOR formula, it can't just be at least and then maybe more. It can only be one. So this is false because both are true. Now I'll show you if one is true, how it looks different than the and formula. And you know what? I'll just steal this and formula, put it here, and I'm going to change this and to an XOR. So you're saying XOR B6 is greater than B5, which we know it is, and B4 is greater than B5, which we know it's not. But because one is and the other is not, it's going to be true. And that should answer the question and make it or the answer to Anushka's question. Thank you.